Obviously, we got to get your impressions of Jay. I mean, the last play is what it is, and your call was spectacular as usual.
Thank you.
But just like, what did you think in the kind of the days leading up to it, meeting him, talking to him, talking to the coaches about him, all of that?
Well, I thought all along he was going to play. Now, remember, this was the second Commanders game for us in 3 weeks. We had him up the road in Baltimore, met with him there in person. Last week we did not meet in person. We Zoomed with him on Friday morning, and of course at that time there was all the question marks about whether or not he would play. We even had a long, great meeting with Marcus Mariota just in case. But the prevailing feeling I had, even though they didn't give me any hint, was that he would play. It's probably driven by the fact that Tony had dealt with a number of rib injuries in his career and never missed a game. They always found a way to numb it and get him out on the field. And anyway, my impressions of him, it's all A++. It's just when you see it with your own eyes and not on a monitor at home, and you see the precision, you see the comfort with moving around in a pocket, making things happen. You see his ability as a rookie to audible, call plays, no huddle at the line. I mean, that's like year 4, year 5 stuff. So the position it has been conquered. Washington has this quarterback for a long, long time. And by the way, Dan Quinn, I have always admired Dan Quinn. Back to the days when he was an assistant out in Seattle. So all these guys, you meet them on the journey. And, of course, he went to Atlanta, had a few of his games there, did a lot of the Cowboy games when he was the D coordinator. There's something about his motivational tactics, his way of communicating with people. He's he's the best. He's amazing. And I'm very excited to see the rebirth of the Washington franchise. It's been down for so long, and I know what the fan base is like there. I mean, it's exciting. This is a great boost to the league. And for neutral football fans to see Washington relevant and to know they're going to be relevant for a long time.
Hey, Jim, can you describe the mood in the stadium even before the Hail Mary? Because you're talking about the fan base being re-energized, haven't seen it for years. I'm sure that you and Tony and the whole staff there could feel what it was like in the stadium even before the Hail Mary happened.
I got to the stadium at 11:30 for a 4:25 game, so I'd come to life. I hadn't been there since the Thursday night game back when we had TNF, maybe 2017, 2018, I can't remember. But, yeah, it was electric. The matchup had so much sizzle to it with Caleb coming in and the Bears being hot. But more than that, it was just the fact that the home crowd had wielded its influence on the other home games, including the week prior against Carolina. Oh, look, in the game, how many pre-snap penalties were there against Chicago? 5, maybe? I mean, the fans are making a difference. There's unquestionably the 12th man kind of attitude there. It's always been there. It's just it hasn't been able to kind of bubble to the surface here for a long time.